Good evening, everyone. Hello, if you're watching live or if you're watching from recording. My name is Barbara, and I would like to invite you and show you and share with you our super badge business. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. So I'm originally from Prague, and I've been involved in a few network marketing companies before. But let me tell you how it started. I've joined Superpatch in November, and thanks to my very good friend Alice, who just it just happened to, she came across Superpatch 2 days before she met me, and she told me about it. And at that time, I wasn't very well. I've went through some health issues, so when she showed me Superpatch, I was really grateful and I just wanted to try it. At the time, my mom was with me, and so the three of us worked for a few years now, and we've done some businesses together. So when Alice told us about Superpatch, my mom was really excited and she just jumped into the business right away. I was a little bit more hesitant and I thought I'm gonna do my research. But after trying it for 1 week, I just knew this is something very special. So that's where my journey began and I joined the business in November. So I'll tell you about the business and some technology today. So let me share my screen. And we can start. So, would you like to learn how Superpatch can benefit you to achieve a healthier lifestyle? It can help you to get better sleep, faster recovery, joint flexibility, reduced pain and stress level, and all that leads to longer and happier life. How it all started. Jay Delival is the founder of Superpatch. And when he was young, his mom was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. And they tried to find someone who would help them. So Jay is from quite a wealthy family, and he took his mom around the world to find some specialists who could help her, but no one could. So everyone just said the same: we don't have a cure, and it's just gonna get worse. So Jay's mom ended up in a wheelchair and she was paralyzed, so he was really eager to help her. And when they were traveling, so in Switzerland, he met some scientists and they decided to work together. So this was 15 years ago, and it took Jay about 12 years to crack all this that I'm gonna tell you about. So Jay is IT, he's a software programmer. And he's a little bit of geek. So when he got together with the scientists in Switzerland, it was really good combination of science and IT technology. And Jay realized that every baby in a womb develops in the same way. Okay, there's a certain chronology of the development, and every emotion, sensation, or feeling has pre-programmed code. So this is how our body functions. For example, pain has its own code. Everything has its own code. So we have few different centers in the brain, and each center controls different emotion or hormones or a different function. So on the patch, there is just a pattern. It only contains ridges. Well, it's made of the ridges. It doesn't contain anything. It doesn't contain any chemicals, drugs, stimulants, vitamins, like nothing at all. Okay. As soon as you put the patch on the skin, the receptors in the skin read the code. It's kind of like a braille or QR code. So the skin receptors read the code and send message to your brain exactly to the center that has the same code. And It works straight away. Okay, it fixes issues. Have you ever wondered why we all know that our body can repair itself and recover itself really fast? So why do we still suffer from joint pain or back pain? Why do we have issues if we know that our body, all the cells, will eventually renew within a few months? Well, the reason is that the neural pathways in our body get damaged, and it can be through the DNA, it can be through injuries, but mainly it's through traumas. And the traumas are stored in the body. And the traumas happen already in the womb. The way our mom thinks, the way she feels, it's there. As children, we go through a lot of traumas ourselves, and every single one is stored. So if you don't work on that, then the trauma will be stored in the body and eventually it will show in a different way. So the patches are drug-free solution. Honestly, there is absolutely nothing in the patch. It really works just due to neurology. It's instant and effective. What I mean with that is instant. Have you ever pricked your finger or burned your hand on a candle or cut yourself? The speed, how you get the information to your brain and back is really fast. Would you agree? So in the same way, as soon as you put the patch on the skin, in the same speed, the information goes to your brain and back. So the information says, we need to fix this issue, and the body starts to heal itself. Okay, so it only triggers the brain function. Very easy to use. Just put it on a skin for 24 hours. We normally wear it on, I usually wear it on a shoulder or my back. I swap the places for 24 hours and then I change it. The only thing you would and you should really do is drink more water because your body will detox. Okay. Non-invasive. Patches are non-invasive. What do I mean with that? The body gets a lot of information during a day. Okay, it's a smell, it's a touch, hearing. If I compare it to invasive stimulation of neuropathy, it's like electric shock or neuroimplants. Non-invasive means that the body only gets information and it starts to work on the recovery itself without any shock. Non-reactive means that because there are no chemicals in the patch, there are no contraindications. Okay, it will never work against anything that you take because it only works with your brain. No chemical reaction in the body. It's a child safe, pregnancy safe because it doesn't contain any drugs. You don't have to change any diet, no lifestyle change, and it's very affordable. So how does it work? The central nervous system controls every physical, biological, chemical, and emotional and a physiological function in our body. Okay? That means if we are not okay in the nervous system, body cannot heal. If you ever met a guy or older person who is very happy, he's usually very healthy. But if you look at people who are not healthy, their central nervous system isn't very well. So the brain really controls absolutely everything. So people are these days looking for wellness side needs and performance needs. With SuperPatch, we can help them in both on both sides. People suffer with pain, low energy, stress, neuropathy, they have sleeping issues. And on the performance side, it's usually if they go to gym, they want to exercise, they would like more strength and more power. But how people deal with that, usually through drugs and medicine. But I don't, it's a normal thing. If you have an issue, if you've got a problem with your joints or back, you go to specialists and they either say it needs an operation or they will give you some medicine. And because we trust those specialists, we take it or we go for the operation. But with SuperVeg, we can help these people in a drug-free way. So let me tell you a little bit about each product very briefly. I'm just going to change this in my way. Okay. So Liberty instantly improves balance, stability, and range of motions. It improves longevity because the best biomarkers that show longevity are strength and hand grip, and that's very important. The Liberty is more like hardware updates, okay? All the other patches are like apps, but the Liberty is the main one. It creates ideal homeostasis, and it will create the whole recovery of the body. The most reliable biomarker for longevity is balance, strength, and brain function. That's why if you wear Liberty, you will live longer and healthier lives. A freedom patch is very popular because I think almost everyone suffers with some kind of pain. The pain can be anything. It can be chronic pain, it can be period pain, which I find is absolutely amazing because not the pain, but the patch. Because if you put it on, it's instant relief for 24 hours. So if you have a teenage girl who suffers with period pain, instead of giving her painkillers, she can wear the patch for 24 hours and has no pain. Because the patches are really safe for children or breastfeeding moms or pregnant women. It's also good for teething. So if the baby is teething, is in pain, you can put the patch on their back and the pain is gone. In October, there's a World Institute of Pain, and in October they had a World Congress. They have it every 2 years. It's a very prestigious event, and SuperVeg was invited. It's an event that the company will only invite very like new assignments, new things, and like you can't get there unless you are invited, okay? And SuperVeg was the only company that introduced 2 different researchers. I've watched who was there, and it's actually quite fascinating. So if you are more interested, you can look into it. So SuperVeg was there, and in next 2 years, when there's a 13th World Congress, we are invited again. REM is a patch for better sleep. So because I guess most effective torture in the history was always a sleep deprivation. That's why shift workers are really it's not great to work shifts because it's not healthy. The sleep pattern needs to be natural, so you should really sleep at night. People do use different things for sleep, right? You can use oils, you can smell something, you can use devices, but as soon as you use something like that for sleep, your body gets addicted to it. So these patches are not they don't create addiction. This is a testimony from one customer. She had problems with sleep and she put the patch on, and this is only after one night. So when you look where the the yellow stars are, the REM sleep. So one night she only had 2 minutes of deep sleep. And then as soon as she put the patch on, the next night she had 1.5 hour of deep sleep. So this just shows you. Peace helps to regulate cortisol response to stress. It balances emotions, mood, and anxiety. Usually at the moment, the work burnout is kind of like a modern disease. So everyone who is stressed can use this. It's really good for children who are either triggered easily or who are stressed at school before exams. There's also a lot of bullying and self-harming going on at the moment, so that's very helpful because the children, they calm down. I have an experience with bullying with my son, unfortunately, a few years back. My son was bullied, and me being me, I'm always on the more alternative side of everything. So I know the homeopathy always helps him and he always asks for it. So that time it's been a few years. So he asked me to get him some homeopathy. It worked, but it took 2 weeks for him to calm down and not being stressed. Nowadays, if I had peace, I would just stick it on and he would go to school absolutely fine. So, this really works really quick. Defend is the most complex of all the patches. It restores physiological homeostasis. It regulates chemistry, immune system, and it speeds up recovery. If you combine liberty and defense, it contributes to ATP production of cells. That means that they are reproducing much faster. And in this combination, liberty and defense, every reproduced cell creates healthier version of itself. So that's where the longevity comes to. There was a test done actually on stage, and so the lady had her blood sample taken. That one is on the left, and the red cells are really clustered and uneven. And after 30 minutes wearing the fans, she had another sample taken. And just after half an hour, the red cells started to move along, created like better shapes and started to move much better. So when I say the patches work instantly, I really mean it. But just because we don't see it inside our body, it doesn't mean it's not working. It is working. And let me share these images with you. So I come from Czech Republic. I'm from Prague, and in Czech, let's say, how should I put it? We are more open to alternative ways. My friends, when they do super batch presentations, they use different devices to measure the state of people through bioresonance. The first image, the brain, is actually from Jay. So he tests this, and you can ask me or someone who shares this video with you. They can send you a video how he does it. So he shares within few minutes of putting a Liberty patch on, you see a change in the brain of the homeostasis. Okay, it honestly works instantly. So my friend had the bioresonance done, and the picture of the heart, it had some dark area. So the picture is on the same day, just after wearing Liberty and Defend after an hour. So the dark blue area disappeared within an hour. The bottom picture of her breast has been done. The difference of the timing is 1 month. So she wore Liberty and Defend for 1 month, and after the month, the issue from her breast disappeared. Okay. Even though it works instantly, every cell needs 21 days to accept new information. So, for example, we do test with Victory. It's like a stability test before the patch and after the patch, and it works instantly. But if you had an issue for a long time, please don't think that it's going to disappear over like in a week or in a month. The issues that people have are created for years and years, right? So the cell needs 21 days to accept new information, but new stable synapses are created after 90 days. If you've ever done some coaching or some work on yourself, the coach should normally tell you that it will take 90 days of repetition, everyday repetition. So if you have a serious issue, please allow yourself 1 to 3 months to see a huge difference. Okay. Victory is really good for power strength recovery. It's similar to Liberty, but more on the muscular structure. It improves power, balance. It's really good for athletes and recovery. Also, it's really good for older people or people in a wheelchair. They need more strength. I realized that it's also good for people who had operation and need to speed up recovery. And in a combination with freedom, it works absolutely miracles on pain and muscle pain. Next patch we have focus, and yes, it can help kids succeed because the focus targets attention network, but it is also really good for drivers, surgeons, IT, if you learn languages, if you are a tattooist, okay? Doesn't matter how you need to focus, it just helps. Tattooist is actually really niche business, but with super patches, it's becoming more and more popular because the tattooists use the patch for the pain for the customer and for themselves to concentrate a little bit more. Next patch, Ignite, is absolutely mind-blowing. You just burn up to 25% more of your calories, even if you are not doing anything. It reduces cravings, visceral fat, it improves lymphatic flow and water retention. And I find this, look, I've always been very healthy and lived healthy life. But if you have a person who cannot go to gym every day, who cannot really change a diet as they would love to, and it can be hormonal issues or disability, if people are a little bit overweight, I think that they deserve to lose weight if they wish to. So this is an amazing way that anyone can lose a little bit of weight. Besides, it's not really programmed to lose weight on the scale. It's more of a size, of a volume of the body, because it regulates the water retention and lymphatic system. Kick it, it's as it says, kick all your habits, and whether it's food or different bad habits, you will just not feel you need to do it. Okay? Joy, I have to say, this is one of my most favorite patch of them all. You just feel really happy, and every time I put patch of joy on, I have an amazing day. So I would recommend this to everyone in the world. So we had 10 patches. We have 2 new, Lumi and Rocket. Lumi activates natural biophotonic reaction, and it creates radiant and glowing complexion. Rocket is for men, and it reclaims stamina, passion, and energy. It works for any age. but they are just different usage for each age category. So if you're 30 to 40, 3 to 7 days, maybe to 10 days will work fine. If you're over 50, then you should really wear the patch for at least 3 weeks. So why super patch? Well, it's a total breakthrough in technology. We don't call super patch products. We really call it a technology. And there is no competition on the market. Yes, maybe you came across different patches, but they always contain anything. So they always contain something, okay? It's some stimulants or something. If you buy it in a drugstore, usually it's chemicals or hormones. Okay, so a patch without any drug, it just doesn't exist. It's only super patch. It's very new. And what I mean by that, imagine a company that started a long time ago. So if we look at some network marketing, I will name Amway because Amway is the starter of all the network marketing companies. It was created 64 years ago. Okay. It was in direct sales. But 64 years ago, there was no internet. So direct sales actually meant what it says on the tin. You had to go, you had to purchase products, and you had to go from house to house and sell it. But where do you think you would be if you were involved at the start of it? I'm not saying 60 years, 64 years ago, but a long time ago, well, maybe when it started in the UK. You know, if you joined the company at the beginning, where would you be now? So times have changed, and everything is all about technology. Um, Technology it makes everything easy. Okay, and Superpatch is technology. It's innovated healthcare just on a different level. So if we look at these big companies like Amazon and Mac and Meta, that started as Facebook, you know, if when people started these companies, other people were laughing. I don't think that with Superbad anyone will be laughing. I think that people are excited having something else than usual medications. So because it's very new on the market, and I mean it, I cannot stress this enough. We have a great opportunity to start something new. Okay. You have a chance to start your own franchise from the very beginning of the company's existence. Yes, Jay was working on the products for many years. And let's say a few years back, he started with insoles and socks. So he imprinted uh, the Liberty patch into socks. But he realized that having it straight on the skin anywhere on the body works much faster. So the super patches were introduced only last year, and we work across North America, whole of the Europe, and we are expanding to Asia this year. So you have a huge opportunity to do online business. It's very easy to replicate from the comfort of your home, and you can expand beyond the UK. You must think, well, I just don't know where to start. Network marketing was introduced over 60 years ago, and yet people still have mixed feelings about it. So let me break this business model down, and I promise at the end of this presentation, you'll think, well, actually, I can do this at my own pace. So you can always just be a customer, but I feel that not presenting you with this opportunity would be a big shame. Oh, my presentation just stopped. That's fine. What's the issue? Okay, there we go. So as a customer, for the first order, customers get 25% off. So normally a pack of 28 patches is £60. The first time customer orders, they get it for £45. Any amount of patches or of the packs. Okay, there's a 30-day guarantee. So if customers are not happy, they can return it, they get their money back. Afterwards, after the first order, then every pack will be £60. So they can subscribe to SmartShip, and the advantage of SmartShip is that you get a small pack of 4 patches for free as a gift. Okay. There's also a customer reward, and what it means that as soon as customer gets into their account, there's few windows that people can fill in with email addresses. So as a customer, I can share the same link with my friends, my family, or whoever I think would really benefit from the patches, and I can send it to them. As soon as they order anything, I get £25 back. So that's a pretty good reward for just sharing the link, right? So if someone tells you, oh, £45 is too much, well, you can tell them, send a link to your friends and get £25 for every link that's shared and people buy. If you'd like to take this further and earn money, you can join as an associate. So to join the business is only £50. It's an annual fee and only for the first year. Every year afterwards is only £25. But what do you get for the £50 of joining? You get Pack of Liberty, which is worth £60. You get free replicated website. So you think of your name and you can share your link with other people. You get wholesale pricing, different starter packs, which are always really good value. So for example, there's like one of each pack and it's for much reduced price. And obviously you get opportunity to build the business. You earn different bonuses, you get trainings, and you have access to all the studies. Look, we are not neuroscientists, okay? Because as maybe you think it's a good idea, yes, it's worth it. I would like to join as an associate. It's a good value. And then you think, well, now what? And this is the moment where the subconscious fear stops people. So we are not neuroscientists. We are just people that who like to help others. You don't need to understand how the patches work. Let the technology work for you. All you need to do is invite people to our presentation like this one, or send them some information or share testimonials. There's a Facebook group which is worldwide, so you can see all the testimonies that people share, and it's absolutely mind-blowing. So if you're serious, then treat it like a business. And this is what happens if you commit for next 12 months, okay? You get 2 people on SmartShip each month and get them to do the same. You need to be on 2 products of SmartShip in order to get paid. But as soon as you have 3 other people on SmartShip below you, you get extra free packs. So you buy your 2 for £90 and you get extra 2 that you can resell. That means you're really not investing any money at all. So I'll try to put together some nice graphics. This is what I came up with. So apologies for that. That's my best. But it just shows the compound effect. And I would like you to understand that compound effect is not like e-commerce. You don't have to find people and sell each product. It just works on a different level. So let's say the first month you join a company and you manage to get 3 other people next month. Okay. And if they do the same each month and it replicates, in the sixth month, your network contains 355 members. In 6 months, you can earn around £1,800. And this is only from the first month you have other 3 people. I'm not talking about you getting 2 new people every month because it just wouldn't fit in this graph, okay? And maybe you might say, oh, this is too good to be true. I just want to show you this in a very simple way, how easy it is. Yes, there are different bonuses. You can run with it really fast if you want to. For example, if you get 3 other people that have the starter pack within 30 days, you get extra £200. If you find 3 people who do the same, so you have 3 and then they have 3 and all of you get a starter pack, it will automatically get you bonus of £1,650 in the first 3 months. Okay, so there are ways to run with it really fast, but I just want you to understand how easy it is to go slowly. And the difference between treating it as a business and or like a hobby is that you think about it, you do your diligence, you invite people to presentations, okay? So you start with a monthly investment of £90, but you're investing in yourself. You will be using the patches. You just want to get healthy and wealthy as well. So by starting this business, you can earn, let's say, £30,000 to £50,000 a year as a side business, okay? So let's recap what we spoke about. You get unique technology that has no competition on the market whatsoever. It's an online business. You don't have to hold any stock. You work in your own time and you expand beyond UK. It's very flexible. So the income stream is based on a compound effect. So the more people you share it with, the more volume you create. And hence, it creates more freedom. So if you can imagine where you are from 1 year, in 1 year from now, if what I showed you works everything as it should, from in 1 year time, where would you be? How would you benefit from that? Maybe some people just need a different income. Every one of us is different, so we have different needs. Maybe you need more flexibility. But are you ready to become part of our team and create another income stream on your own terms? We are ready to help, honestly. Whichever route you take, if you want to go slowly, if you want to become a customer, or if you want to run with it, we are here for you. So thank you for watching. If you would like to share this with your friends, please feel free. And if you have any questions, come back to us and we will answer your questions. Good luck and goodbye.